Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, joined today by power ratings guru Ralph Michaels. Ralph Michaels at Cal Sports LV on Twitter. You guys, I have learned so much from Ralph this last few weeks at WagerTalk. I actually had a buddy text me this morning. He's like, can you just give me all Ralph's notes? Like, I'm trying to take frantic notes while Ralph's on video. And I'm like, no, guys, just download Ralph's college football power ratings guide. So that's what we're here to talk about today. Tell me about your power ratings guide for college football.
You know, number one, I mean, no set of power ratings are perfect. So much changes every day in football, but at least it gives you a set to start the season with, and you can compare them to your own, use the averages, do whatever you wish. There's a lot of great sets out there, but, you know, the power rating guide is more than just power ratings. It gives you the power ratings and it gives you the ranks. I have a very unique home field edge situation. You talked in an earlier video with home edges being 1 through 5. Well, actually, I go through 1.5 through 4.5 as a home field edge. And I don't think we give enough credit to home field edges when you have those power ratings in college football. There is such a big difference between venues. So my power rating system with the home field edges is based on a sliding scale from the last 5 years, how these teams have done. In there as well, you're going to get the strength of schedule. And I think it's the most accurate strength of schedule there is. I take every team there is, I use the opponent's power rating, and I use the opponent's home field edges to give you your strength of schedule. So when you're making any season totals bets and you want to compare how teams are or what their schedules are, it gives you a nice number to base it on. And lastly in the guide is a breakdown of everyone's schedule with my power ratings, with the opponent's power ratings, with the opponent's home field edges. It gives you what the projected straight up percentage is, and it gives you the projected line. So at a glance, you can see that Alabama is going to be a favorite in every game, and they're going to be a double digit in every game except a 9.5-point favorite against Auburn. So, you know, it helps you with your season win totals in college or when you're comparing two teams basing it on their schedule.
Good stuff. How much of a play is based on those ratings?
Well, you know, to me, a power rating is basically about 30 to 40% of my play. I'm going to have my base number, but to me, you're either going to do one of two things. You're going to change your power rating each week by a big number, or you're going to change it less and then make changes on the back end. Example, teams that had a couple injuries on the offensive line. Do I change my power rating? Well, if they're out only one game, no. I manually just change that rating for one game. Is a team off an upset win or an upset loss? That would change your rating. So to me, I have a base number to start with, and then I continue my handicapping process, matching up the schemes, doing your technicals, are there angles or systems that help you, and then looking at all the overall matchups of how the teams play against each other. So
I have to ask you, one time I had a guy who was great at power ratings as well tell me, I said, well, do you ever bet against your numbers? Absolutely not. And I was like, how could you think that your numbers are the end all be all? Do you ever go against your ratings?
Oh, absolutely. If there's a game that's close to my rating or I have it where the line is and there's enough situations that has me playing against that team, I will absolutely go against my number. A 1, a 2, a 3-point difference in a power rating does not make a play. If I have a 7-point difference, I'm either going to play that side or not play it. But when it's in that 1, 2, or 3 range, a lot of things we just talked about changes a power rating by at least that much. So again, to me, it's a starting number. It's 35% of my handicapping, and then you start handicapping the rest of the game, the rest of the players, the rest of the coaches to get your final plays.
Good stuff from Ralph Michaels. Guys, you can get Ralph's 2018 College Football Power Ratings Guide for free going to WagerTalk.com, clicking on Cal Sports. You can get all of his other stuff as well on WagerTalk.com.